guys, it's us from the future. He's asking for upbeat. So this is us from the future, and we wanted to touch base because I lost all the February footage. So it is now the end of April, and so clearly you're seeing the video. Things went through. Welcome to Europe. So we did make it to Albania. So a couple things that we wanted to touch base on. I love how straight you're sitting. I wanted to touch base on is um, what we went through in the month of February. So we kind of wrote down a timeline. So basically, the job that I have, I work in education again. So I got a job at a training center. And so, as much as I wanted to do tips for job searching online, I went a different route. So, I'm definitely going to look at possibly adding on to my income. But what happened was Summer and I both got hired at this training center to teach. So, that's why our visas are tied to that. And that's what we're going to get into in the month of February. So I was watching another YouTuber, and she has these newsletters. I signed up for a newsletter, and in the newsletter at the bottom, it was like, if you're interested in a job teaching, contact. And there's two training centers. One of them, I believe, is still looking for a teacher. I don't know if they've found any or not. But if you're looking for teaching opportunities, let me know. Both of them, you must be a native speaker. That's not negotiable. This isn't like China where you can kind of fluff it and fake it. You have to be a native speaker. So if you're from one of those five countries, Canada, US, I think the UK, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, I think those are the countries. Definitely you could hit me up and I will see what I can do for you. As for online job searching, we can go through that together. The tips I gave in the last video will definitely help. I did find a lot of jobs. The problem was it kept me in Canada, and I don't want that. Yes, you could use a VPN, but why would I put myself in that position when I could find a company that'll hire me and allow me to work abroad? So that's where that's at. So basically I did the interview.
January 30th is when you did the interview.
January 30th is when I did the interview. And on that note, she ended up interviewing both of us. And like they were desperate for people. Not like they took us because they're desperate, but they took both of us. Like
they really needed a teacher.
They needed teachers. So they started our visa process for us the first week of February.
First week of February, or a week later, February 8th.
Yes, is when they started processing our visas. So you could do it online, electronically, and what happened was, I guess there was an issue with the online processing. Fast forward a month later, into the beginning of March. Like, I'm going to come back into February after. I just want to touch base on the visa. They let us know, I think March 10th, about a month later, like, hey, it's stalling. Just come out here. So come out here and we'll do the visa in person. So to do the visa in person, you need a place to live, rental contract, and a few other things. So obviously you can't do that from Canada. So just come here and we'll get your visa sorted. And they did. So for both of us. So we each got our own visa, which is great. So anyway, back to February. So as we're going through February, we started realizing, okay, we got a job. We need to start selling things. And what was that like for you?
There wasn't a whole ton, I don't believe, of any footage of me. You know what? No, I did. There was a recording, like a vlog that I did, and that was realizing, because we started we have to sell things. Well, what can we bring first? How many suitcases can we bring? And we were down to one suitcase each. Now in China, to leave Canada and go to China, we had two suitcases.
So just a disclaimer, you can have as many suitcases as you want if you want to pay more. One expat out here, I think she said 9 combined between her and her daughter. That's crazy to me. Um, when we went to China, we had two each. Coming back from China, we had three each. So that's six, and that's a lot.
That was a lot, like too much.
Yeah. So going back, I wanted to cut costs.
Yeah.
And when I looked at what to pack, everybody was giving me ideas, which thanks, but it didn't help. If you want a packing video, comment down below and we could definitely put one together. No, no,
Put him
he
down.
can rake. He can rake.
Put him down.
No, he's okay. You're fine. Eyeball popping out. It's okay.
Moving on.
So basically what happened was, as I was saying, we were low on funds. So we also wanted to maximize our money to the best. There was an incident in Rome. We'll get there when we get to Rome. That we ended up spending $500. Do I regret that?
No.
Oh, financially, a bit. But yeah, no. Sometimes, and then that's the thing. I knew that there would be incidentals, so I didn't want to spend all this extra money on our suitcases. And then keep in mind, that's more money on suitcases because different airlines, right? So I just
You got to pay per plane you take.
Yeah, well, the way we did it, yes.
Yeah.
So, it still ends up being cheaper, but yeah. And then I didn't know how much it would cost for the dogs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we got one suitcase each, and I was freaking out about that because when we went to China, 2, when we came back, 3, and now we're down to 1. So that was quite stressful. I was stressed. But looking back,
she got an extra suitcase.
Yeah. Well, we both kind of did, but it was mostly my stuff in it. But looking back, one suitcase is honestly probably enough. That second suitcase is a nice sweet spot. But at the same time, I notice when you do bring a second suitcase, you do bring stuff that you're like, why did I bring this?
Yeah, like I brought one suitcase. I don't really have anything that I really regret not bringing. I have times where I'm looking at my stuff and I'm like, this is all I brought.
Me too.
But nothing really particularly stands out. I don't
Yeah.
have anything where I'm going, why did I bring this?
Yeah.
And I don't have any moments where I'm like, oh, I wish I brought that. So it seems like it's okay. Anything, okay, this is going to be a whole other video, so I'm not going to go into it. But
that was a stress.
Yeah, if you want a video on what to bring, what not to bring, definitely comment down below. We will make one because I do have lots of tips for that. Seeing as this is our third time going around the world, we've learned a few things.
And your stress.
Yeah, so a big moment for me in February. I mean, when we looked at leaving, as I mentioned in the previous video, was when I said we realized, why are we here? Like we could get these texts anywhere. So what happened was I was purging through stuff and we ended up in the closet. Like we have this section under the stairs and I store a lot of stuff in there. And in there was a lot of soap stuff. And before I could sell my soaps, I needed to put everything together so I can okay, this is, what I want to keep. This is what I'm going to sell. This is what I'm going to give to friends and family, like made goods. And I'm going through stuff and I'm like, I have this tote of pre-made things. And I'm like, I can give this to friends and family and I can give this to people. And I'm going through and I'm like, okay, I'm going to give this to, I have nobody to give this to.
And then grab another thing and okay, I can give this to.
Yeah, and it was just, and it got to the point where I'm like, okay, well, I could give this to Emily, but Emily isn't really coming. She said she's not coming till the last day. I don't want to keep this laying around till then. And then who else can I give this to? Like, I don't have anybody. Like, nobody came to visit us throughout this process. As much as we have friends, and I love you guys, but nobody came to visit us throughout this process. Everybody
Except for
came
one
to
person.
Yeah. She's so sweet. And it's always the people that you don't realize.
Oh yeah.
I befriended this girl at work and she came and visited me once, and that means the world to me because that's the only visit that we got. And it all started at work where I asked her one day, hey, do you want to have lunch together? Because I noticed she was walking to this little cafe and I was driving to Tim Hortons and I'm like, do you want to ride with me? We can go to Timmy's. And she's like, okay. And then she ended up quitting work like 2-3 weeks later. So it's not like we hung out a whole lot. but she came and visited us, and I greatly appreciate that. And that's the only person that came and checked in with us. And she's pregnant. She was about to give birth. She's due any day now, and she would still check in. She was having pregnancy complications, and she would still check in with us. And I want to come see you, and I'm like, no, rest. Take care of the baby. Like, so greatly appreciate her. But it was the realization that we have nobody here. Like, why are we in Canada? We have nobody. Now, when I say this to all my friends in Ottawa, I see you, I hear you. And in Sarnia, same thing. I know that we have friends in Sarnia. If we would have been in Sarnia or Ottawa, 100% we wouldn't have felt this way.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get that. I have never not felt your love. I just want you to say, like, know that. Um, and going into BC, that was on us. I
Mm-hmm.
totally get that. But at the same time, if we went to Ontario, I don't think we would be in Albania today. We would have had a support system in Ontario. We would have had friends. We would have felt wanted and loved, and we wouldn't be in Albania. And so I think that everything happened for a reason. But just to be clear, like, I know that we're loved in Ontario. I don't doubt that at all. But where we were in BC, I didn't feel that. I have family in BC. Um, and for again, friends, basically when we reached out to tell people we're leaving, it was like, okay, bye.
Good for you. Go.
Get out of here. Why are you here?
Yeah.
I've been asking myself the same thing. Now, with that said, coworkers at work, supportive, like, it was good, get out of here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
go get it. It wasn't like
Why
why
are
are
you
you
still here?
here? Well, I think we said that,
It
but
was
like,
a why are you still here, but it
but
was
in
like
a
that's
supportive way.
amazing. Why
Yeah,
are you
like,
still here?
what are you debating on? Go. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. Save yourself. you know. So yeah. But it was just, I ended up sitting in the closet, and when that reality hit, I started crying. Like, I was bawling in that closet. And Summer came down, and she's like, "Okay," with her little phone. You sure? No, it was my phone
It
you
was
brought.
your phone.
And she's like, "Let's vlog it." And I've got like tears, and I'm like crying, and I'm like,
I have nobody to give this
I
to.
got nobody to give this to, and I have like a handfuls of like stuff, and I'm like, I lost the footage. All of our February footage is gone, from the ups and the downs with the visa, the ups and the downs
With the pets, all the
with the
pets.
pets. Yeah, oh, all the pets. Like, we had a lot of last minute videos with them, and so that's gone. So, and just to preface, come the end of February, it got really, really busy.
Mhm.
It's like I said, come March, it was like, okay, what are we doing? Are we staying? March 10th, I had rent money, and I'm like, am I paying rent for March? Are we buying tickets? What's going on? So that's when I spoke to the training center, and they're like, no, just come. So I'm like, okay, buy tickets. We ended up getting a really good deal. Like I said, the way that I did it, highly recommend another vlog, because we're at 15 minutes already, and this is taking, if you want those videos, please comment below. We will make them. Um, but yeah, so we ended up uh, getting ready and just rushing through it. So we do have some videos coming up that will be end of March. A couple of videos. I think we have one or two before we leave.
Okay.
So definitely one, possibly two more before we leave.
And that's gonna be like the us, like we got rid of mostly everything, and now we're at the I really want to keep this, but I really want to keep this.
Yeah, yeah. So, and this is what I have. I don't know how much more to condense, and again, more packing related stuff. But I just wanted to touch base on, like, it was quite the roller coaster. But as you can see, we did it, guys. And then we're gonna have some more, like, again, the aftermath stuff that we kind of touched base a little bit, so you got a preview of it. But there's definitely a lot more, like, our culture shock stuff. We've done some vlogs since we've been here too. We'll take you on a walk. We'll walk around. There's a lot of walking here. Oh my god. We're gonna take you on a couple walking tours. Just this past weekend, we took you down our area where we live. No, we took you down our area where we live. They're chopping the hedges next door, and he's like, "Oh my god, a person!" Um, And yeah, so do you have anything to add or anything that we haven't covered in our points here?
Nope,
No? Okay.
that is it.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to sharing a lot more of this adventure as time goes on and as our income starts to grow. We will be taking you not only around Albania, but we will be taking you around Europe. They also just opened another airport in Vlor, which is like the south of Albania. So we'll definitely be flying out there from Tirana, doing a quick look. And I wonder how long that flight is because it's only a 4 hour drive,
I don't know.
but 30-minute up, down, and yeah. So we'll definitely be taking you. We're going to take a look at the coast and yeah, the beaches this summer. Like there's going to be lots to see and do. So make sure you subscribe. If you can like this video, we'd greatly appreciate it. And make sure to subscribe, ring the bell, stay tuned, and see where this adventure takes us. Bye.
Bye.